Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here with another Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Wi-Fi battle. This time we're going to be featuring Magneton. Now Magneton is a very interesting electric and steel type. Being steel type and electric actually gives it quite a few resistances. For example, it doesn't care at all about Zapdos. Zapdos' Thunderbolt is a 3-hit KO. Whereas your Thunderbolt can 2-hit KO after rocks. You can Toxic and Light Screen on them. You also check Alakazam. Because you're resistant to everything besides Shadow Ball. Again, it checks a lot. It can also deal, being an electric type, it can actually deal with Pokemon like Rhydon with Flash Cannon, which is pretty cool. Eats a hit from Starmie and can knock it out with Thunderbolt. So, has a lot of uses. Obviously, being weak to ground is a big thing. 4 times weak to ground. Fire, fighting. So, some common types, well, mainly ground. But you also threaten all the ground types as well. So, yeah. I'm excited to use Magneton this episode. If you guys do enjoy this series, we'd love if you leave a like. But obviously, I want you to enjoy first. Okay, so if you don't like it, don't worry about it. But yeah, feel free to check out the playlist of my other Wi-Fi battles. I always ask that you guys suggest Pokemon that you'd like to see. You can check out the playlist down below, though, to see if I've already featured one of the Pokemon that you'd like to see. Also, feel free to check out the guide to team building. So yeah, let's get right into the battle with Magneton. Alright guys, we have a game. My opponent has Mega Kangaskhan, which is definitely threatening. Jolteon, Poliwrath, very similar team. I love Magneton in this game, man. It just clicks buttons. I'm going to lead off with it. The only thing the Magneton actually matches up poorly versus his lead is Kangaskhan and Pinsir, because both of them threaten it with Earthquake. But besides that, it actually matches up super well. I can Flash Cannon Golem. I can Thunderbolt Slowbro. I can Thunderbolt Poliwrath. Poliwrath is a speed type, but most are not running Jolly. So, and I'm running Timid on this Magneton, so I should be good versus that. Just threaten it. And weakening that, basically getting rid of Slowbro, getting rid of Golem, and weakening Poliwrath all help me out in winning the game with my own Kangaskhan. And obviously having my own Poliwrath as well, not having to worry about basically Slowbro. Is really nice. Having Sand Slash that can get up rocks is really good tier 2. I think Dragonite has a lot of leeway to sweep as well. Just needs a little bit of damage. I mean, that's what Dragonite basically always needs. It can usually always win with just a bit of damage. I am very, very, very weak to Poliwrath though. So, did I not confirm? I thought I confirmed. Yeah, I'm very weak to Poliwrath. But if Poliwrath comes in on a Flash Cannon, it will die to Thunderbolt. So, let's see how my opponent ends up leading off with. If they lead off with a Golem, I'm 100% clicking Flash Cannon. No reason to overpredict there. I'm in like the best position. Same thing with Slowbro, honestly. They lead off with Slowbro. So, again, I am a Magneton. I'm expecting them to want to switch. But if I get nothing out, let's say they don't switch, right? For whatever reason, they don't switch. I'd rather Toxic this Slowbro. So I think Toxic is my best play. They should switch, fearing Thunderbolt. But if they don't switch, at least I get a Toxic off, which will help my Kangaskhan in the long run. I'm assuming they might have Fire Blast if they stay in. But yeah, Thunderbolt definitely threatens this thing. If they want to pivot into Golem, you're underestimating Magneton's special attack. Base 120 is nothing to scoff at, man. And you know what's crazy? A Golem actually has a small little chance to live. Like a 25% chance to live a Flash Cannon. But if I land a Toxic on it, it guaranteed dies. So I guess they lead off with Slowbro because they wanted to deal with maybe my Sand Slash. They stay in. That's fine. I still stand by my play. I shouldn't go down to anything that Slowbro goes for. Maybe they'll scald me. Again, I stand by this play because it still helps out Dragonite. As they go for Psychic. What did you think I was switching to? So, maybe they predicted me to go out to Poliwrath, predicting Fire Blast. But what would Poliwrath do? I'm not gonna think too much into that play. I think that was a poor play on my opponent's part. With Thunderbolt here. Yeah, I don't see why they're staying in. This has a chance to KO with the poison. Yep, they had a chance to KO without it. They actually went for rest, which again I don't mind either. Because I do threaten them as well. Still with Thunderbolt. Now, I'm going to go for Flash Cannon here because Sleep Talk doesn't exist. And Flash Cannon does enough damage to Slowbro to the point of Thunderbolt. But it mainly hits Golem. Like, if they want to try and creep in on Golem, you know, right now, I'm not going to let them at all. I'm gonna go for that Flash Cannon. I'm surprised they stayed in with Slowbro just to Psychic me. I guess they expected me to not Thunderbolt. I thought Toxic gave me the most out of the turn, especially if they went Jolteon, for example. Yeah, they go Golem. Nice. They're about to catch this Flash Cannon to the face. And even if it doesn't knock it out, I mean, now it's in range of Kangaskhan, and they shouldn't get up rocks. But it should knock it out. Like it's like a 75% plus chance to knock it out. So Magneton picks up its first KO, not bad. And a sleeping Slowbro is not a threat at all. I would love to go Poliwrath. Again, they might think I'm modest, but I'm timid. And getting that damage off on Poliwrath will be so good. They do make the right play though and go Kangaskhan. I think this is definitely the correct play. My Snorlax can take every hit. Any attack they want to go for. And I honestly want to self-destruct on their Kangaskhan, especially if they opt to Mega Evolve this. They don't have to. They can Mega Evolve Pinsir. But if they opt to Mega Evolve this, I'd rather potentially boom on this thing. And what I'm going to do first, though, instead of booming, is going right for Facade. Getting a little bit of damage on this thing. Like I said, if they don't want to Mega Evolve this thing, it helps me out a little bit more. Because it means my own Kangaskhan is very, very good versus them. Very potent. So they're definitely going the Mega Pinsir route. Should I boom on this? Yeah, booming is worth it. It honestly is. And they switch, so I would love if they go to something like Poliwrath, for example. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so that's great. That's great. This damage is so crucial. It legitimately is. Nice. So now I can go out to Magneton and pick up a KO, or I can just bring out my Kangaskhan. And Kangaskhan's probably a little bit better because it kind of forces in Slowbro. I get my Mega off. I can click Fake Out. Do I even need a Fake Out though? Doesn't Facade just pick up a KO? No matter what they got into? Especially because I'm adamant too. I'm just debating, is it better to... Because like, Facade is relatively weak until... Facade KOs. There's no way it doesn't, man. This is strong. It's relatively weak until you get, you know, status in some sort of way. But that's like 25% at most, right? There's no way Facade doesn't KO. Get out of here. Now, the issue is, I can lose to their Pinsir. I can definitely lose to their Pinsir, so I have to be careful. I actually have to stand and attack their Pinsir, I think, twice. Because Mega Pinsir is a problem. I think it's a low-key, huge problem. If they go Jolteon, they might try and Thunder Wave. They go Kangaskhan. I do want Rocks up. Looking at it, I think Rocks are going to help me not lose to that that Pinsir if they opt to Mega Evolve it. So I'm going to get my Rocks up here. Yes, I am losing a Thunderbolt switching, but Jolteon takes it. I mean, Dragonite takes a hit from Jolteon anyway, and so does Magneton. As they go for Fake Out, that's whatever. We're going to get up those Rocks for Pinsir. We want that 25% upon entry. I have Rock Slide as well. I don't really care about this Kangaskhan's damage to me either. As they switch out, if they go hard Pinsir, then I'll Rock Slide them after. They go Slowbro. Nice. So by them going Slowbro, not only does that give me Rocks, but it saves my Sand Slash. Rock Slide might actually knock out Mega Pinsir now with Rocks up. Or be very close. And their Slowbro has to burn turn to sleep, which is why I don't like Rest on Wi-Fi unless you're using Eevee with Swirly Swirl. Is it Swirly Swirl or Sparkly Swirl? One of those. The one that heal bells you, basically. But we can get in Magneton now. I can just click Thunderbolt and not care. Because they're going to be forced to stay asleep. If they go Jolteon, that's fine. I get some damage off. They may end up going for the Reflect, though, with Jolteon. Which could be a little bit problematic for my Kangaskhan in the end. But yeah, I just clicked Thunderbolt here anyway. They're definitely committing to their Mega Pinsir, though. This is why I really don't like Rest. Also, this is why I didn't like that turn 1 either. Not that they're offensive, like their defensive responses were not actually very good for Magneton to begin with. Now, this is a good matchup offensively. When this Pokemon gets in versus slower Pokemon, it just picks up, either gets off free damage or picks up a KO. But I still don't think that turn 1 was worth it. Because now my opponent has a sleeping Slowbro. versus a user with Magneton. And they didn't even give me the damage, so like they couldn't switch into it. Nice. Now it dies to rocks. It can't wake up. I can just go for another Thunderbolt. I don't have to worry about this at all. If Pinsir comes out, I have to 100% click Thunderbolt. I cannot allow it to Swords Dance in front of me. And my opponent may actually end up predicting me to Swords Dance, considering I have a Dragonite in the back, and you need +2 in order to knock out Dragonite with Rock Slide. So Mag doing its thing. Not bad at all. I love this Pokemon so much. I'm glad they actually gave it an evolution. And like I said, even if I die here to Earthquake, which I 100% will if they go for it, I cannot allow my opponent to Swords Dance up. They may go for a Hail Mary Swords Dance too because of all the Pokemon I have left to deal with me. I obviously have my Poliwrath saved in the back, by the way, for Pinsir and for this. They do go for Swords Dance in regular form, which is smart. They may actually be able to live it, but they won't be able to live Fake Out after. So that doesn't really matter. Yep, they can't live Fake Out after. So I think Mag did its job. Is there anything I could sack that doesn't really matter, though? I mean, I can let this Pokemon Toxic Jolteon. That'd be pretty cool, huh? Cool. Relative to the term. Nah, it's fine. Mag did its job. Mag honestly did its job. Let me see if I can get it to do one more thing. I'm gonna attack my my Sand Slash, which is basically me saying, yeah, who cares about my ground type when you have an electric type? But I want to use Magneton to Toxic the Jolteon, basically. As he does Mega Evolve. As I said, I want to use Magneton to Toxic that Jolteon if I can. And Fake Out should knock out Pinsir. Unless it's like SD Rest. And Pinsir is forced to knock me out with X-Scissor after this Earthquake. To which I respond with Rock Slide. So I'm going to see if I can get my Magneton to do something. There you go. I go out to Adamant Kangaskhan. I kick that Fake Out. This was the biggest threat to my team. So, I'm okay with that. Bring out Kangaskhan. Ideally, they bring out their own Kangaskhan first. And not Jolteon. Because Magneton might resist Jolteon's attack. But it definitely doesn't take Thunderbolt into Thunderbolt or Thunderbolt into Shadow Ball. I'm pretty sure it's not Magnezone, right? It's not the evolution of Magneton, which is not in this game, unfortunately. Whereas it actually has like super solid defensive stats and offensive too. But yeah, Shadow Ball does. Thunderbolt actually doesn't do as much as I thought. Oh, that's crazy. All right, goes Kangaskhan first. Nice. I'm just gonna go hard Poliwrath and click Sewer Power. It doesn't make a difference to me right at this point. They can't Mega Evolve this Kangaskhan, which means it is not a threat, which means that my own Kangaskhan should always be able to outspeed them, unless they are Jolly though, because I'm adamant. But again, they still can't do any damage. Fake Out into Facade into Sucker Punch knocks them out. Big Poliwrath comes in, clicks Sewer Power here, picks up its KO. Go ahead and give me that Kangaskhan, and I think I may be able to use. I'll probably be able to use Magneton like with a light screen or something. Maybe set it up and see if I can Thunderbolt Jolteon. If it's sub Jolteon, it actually lives a hit. It'd be funny if I lose, right, at this point. But I don't think I can. I literally don't think I can. Not at this point, anyway. I have a full HP Dragonite and a full HP Kangaskhan, which need to be severely lucked to death in order for me to lose. Go for another Super Power. He's gonna knock me out with Thunderbolt. Jolteon doesn't typically run sub though. Like, I don't think it has the free move pool to do so. Does have Reflect though. Okay, that's cool. I wonder what a light screen how much should do to me. So Reflect lets you eat that. That doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna keep Super Powering. Get some damage off. I mean, it's not like I don't waste turns anyway. I can bring out my Mag. I have two options here when I bring out Mag. Now, I can either get up a light screen, and what light screen would allow me to do is let my Kangaskhan take hits repeatedly, whereas I get 2-hit KO'd, which I may not even be 2-hit. I'm actually going to go for light screen. That's it. Because light screen means that I actually guarantee live 2 Shadow Balls. Yeah, light screen means I guarantee live 2 Shadow Balls. So I'm going for it. Light screen helps you take on Zapdos because Zapdos technically just roost stalls you. No Spadef drop, which means I live the next one. I get that light screen up, which outlasts the Reflect, which will help my Kangaskhan as well as my Dragonite. I mean, I had ways to win this a little bit quicker, but throw off a Toxic here. They can't knock me out with Shadow Ball now. I'll live on like 4 HP. 7. I got a lower roll. And I managed to land my Toxic, which means even if they para, full para, my Kangaskhan and my Dragonite to death, which they cannot because Fake Out goes before every single one of Jolteon's attacks and Sucker Punch, I win the game. So yeah, Magneton did his job. Not bad. Just click Flash Cannon here because you can get Spadef drops, which don't really matter at all. I'm just thinking like if it's random rest Jolteon, but there's no way it's Reflect, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, rest, right? And with the combination of Poison, the fact that I have that light screen up, and the fact that the Reflect goes down, I think they're just going to go down right now to Fake Out plus Poison. But if they don't, doesn't matter. I just click Earthquake after anyway. Big Kangaskhan's going to come out and pick up its KO. So Magneton did his job in this game. Very happy about that. Supported the team. Got rid of threats. Got rid of Golem. Forced Pinscher to take the damage, which was good for Magneton. For my Kangaskhan. And yep, like I said, the Adamant Fake Out plus Poison, enough to take out Jolteon. Not bad. Alright guys, so I will go ahead and look for another game. We will be right back. Alright guys, we got another game. Definitely a scary matchup here. Just standard stuff plus a crab. Rocker is Arrow. Mega is either Gengar or Zam. Wow, this is like the team of threats. Very, very Outrage weak though. We're gonna try and go Sand Slash route. My Magneton can Thunderbolt. Well, there's a hit from Alakazam, which is really poor. There's a hit from Gengar. Can Thunderbolt, Zapdos, can get up Light Screen. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough. I'm definitely outmatched in this one, at least team choice wise, right? Because my opponent has like Standard, and I have. Well, Magneton isn't a bad pick. I think either way. I think Rhydon would be a little bit better in this game than Sand Slash, though. We'll see, though. I 100% want Rocks up for Zapdos. Leads off with the Crab. Have I played this guy before? Very nice lead. Like, this is my Arrow answer, too. So the thing is, I'm actually like fairly confident Sand Slash lives one hit from Kingler. This Crab Hammer. I'm also fairly confident it's gonna do 10 million. I probably don't live this hit actually. I'll let Poliwrath go weaken. I'm gonna be weaker to what's it called? To Aerodactyl. This is why this is a tough matchup. Let's see though. There you go for the agility turn 1. I mean that's fine. I'll live Rock Slide. Super Power is gonna do a good chunk, but I'll live there. They're really trying to just win me with the Crab right now. I gotta go for bulk up here so I can take their hits repeatedly, and also threaten whatever wants to come out. They got Brick Break though, which is not bad. So I'm able to eat that up. Get big on them. I actually value going for Waterfall here over Super Power because if they go Zapdos, I want to get something out of the turn, you know? And also if they want to be crazy and go... first off, I don't think Super Power is going to knock out Kingler anyway. It'll definitely at worst be a 2-hit KO. But if they want to go like Aerodactyl, if they want to go Zapdos, they do go Zapdos. I want to get, like I said, some real damage out of the turn. I want to force a Roost if need be. Good damage. Good damage. Very good damage. So I do value going my Sand Slash here. They may just U-turn. But if they don't, I get on my Rocks, which is going to be nice for Aerodactyl. The fact that their Agility Brick Break helps me out a little bit because no Super Power. I'm assuming they're just Rock Slide plus Crab Hammer next. Let's see if they U-turn here. They do go for Roost. Okay, good. So I get Rocks out of this turn, but they get to bring back in their Kingler. But Brick Break again is a lot better because then they don't have Super Power for my Kangaskhan or for my Snorlax. Even though my Snorlax is ridiculously... my Snorlax is ridiculously pressured in this game by both Gengar and the Alakazam. So they give me Rocks. Now I'm not going to go for Rock Slide. I'm actually going to go for the Earthquake here. Anticipating them to want to U-turn out into maybe their Kingler. I want to try and get some damage off on it. If they go Aerodactyl, I can Rock Slide them after anyway. So they may try and U-turn out to Kingler. If they have Toxic, I doubt they have Dropek. Unless they're just no U-turn Zapdos. Which means that my Magneton does not care anyway. With Rocks up also, I 2-KO them. So they just hard switch. So I'm assuming they don't have that U-turn. They go right back down to Kingler, which is nice. I get some beautiful damage off on them. I'll take it with the Earthquake. This is very important for my my Kangaskhan's Facade later. To be able to deal with them. Nice. So that damage is very important. And we can bring out my Poliwrath one more time. Even though I'm super pressured by Aerodactyl too. Now this is a tough one, man. I think I have to win this game with Outrage from Dragonite. That's it. This is a really, really tough one. I have to go for that Crab Hammer. Nice. That does so much damage. That was a crit. Oh yeah, I'm about to say. That does so much damage. We'll go for Superpower here. It does knock out Kingler. I don't know if they're going to save it because it doesn't actually live a hit from any one of my Pokemon after Rocks. They might go Zapdos though, but if they do, I'll probably end up going Magneton. Alright, they opt to stay in, which is... This is a fair trade. Poliwrath for Kingler, because now something doesn't actually threaten every single one of my Pokemon every single time it comes out. So I'll take this trade, for sure. Yeah, Kingler is a problem. Kingler's so fast, too. They 75 speed. Why is it faster than Poliwrath? It's a crab. I want some waterfall damage. If they opt to Mega Evolve, this will be a little bit easier for me. Because that means they're not going to Mega Evolve their Dragonite. Aerodactyl, sorry. I wish Dragonite got a Mega. So yeah, they do Mega Evolve this, which means Aerodactyl is not being Mega. Nice, so it always dies to Outrage. They might go for Calm Mind, but Kangaskhan basically faked out into Facade and knocks out Alakazam. As they go right for Psychic. Okay, I'm okay with that. As I mentioned, it's a little bit better for me. I can also just bring out my Magneton. And Thunderbolt them. I can bring out Magneton and Thunderbolt them. Obviously, their Shadow Ball is going to do a good chunk. It actually is a 2-hit KO without it. Maybe I think the better play is to go Kangaskhan. I don't want to allow them to bring out their... I'm going to go for Light Screen here and bring out my... I'm going to bring out Mag and I'm going to go for Light Screen. I don't want to allow them to bring out their... Aerodactyl on me. So we're going to have a Light Screen here, which means we can eat a hit from Alakazam a little bit better. They might fear Thunder Wave too, so they may go Muck. Which is something, again, I wouldn't mind weakening either. Alright, nice. Get on my Light Screen. As they go Zapdos, which is actually what so normally Zapdos can sub-roost on this. That's a good scout though. They scouted for Thunder Wave. Normally Zapdos can sub-roost on this, but with Light Screen up and the fact that I'm going to Toxic them, I beat Zapdos 1v1. Like I said, normally Zapdos does beat this 1v1. Like, even though Magneton is supposed to be a check to Zapdos, Zapdos will beat it 1v1 with Roost and Thunderbolt, right? But with a Light Screen up, I don't care. Like, look how little this Thunderbolt's going to do. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Get that Toxic off, my friend. And we managed to land. So now all I got to do is spam Thunderbolt, and my opponent has 0 switch-ins. And the great thing is, too, Zapdos dies to Outrage after Rocks. So everything is being set up. They have 0 switch-ins. I can set up in front of the... I might just win with Dragonite if they go Muck. Yeah, basically, I think I just sack Magneton to Muck and then set up and win. So, yep, they switch out. Nice. They don't come in on Thunderbolt at all. I don't know what that name means, but it sounds like... I'm gonna be real. I thought of Oscar the Grouch when I saw that name, so I was like, okay, this has to be some sort of garbage reference, right? Or is that just Muck's name? Yo, Muck is... Hold on, Muck is being... Muck is not appreciating this. Let me get some more damage off on this thing. Big Magneton putting in some work. Not bad. Not bad at all. As they go for Crunch. I want them to 2-hit KO me. So I'm gonna go for Toxic here. That way I can bring out my Dragonite and Agility up. Yep. Bring out Dragonite to Agility now. Earthquake knocks that thing out. Outrage KOs everything else. So let's see if we win this game now. We should. I think everything is right. Like, everything's set up for it. Zapdos is in range. This thing dies to Earthquake. Gengar dies to Earthquake. Alakazam dies to Outrage. So does, let's see if I get lucked here, though. Toxic could probably be their best play, but I don't think it'll open up any door for them at all. Like I said, this Dragonite, I have the rocks up. That's it. I have the rocks up. I got that Toxic off on Zapdos. I forced out Alakazam. They're not Mega Evolving. They can't Mega Evolve their Aerodactyl. They lost. That's it. Oh, that's Aerodactyl. Because that name reminds me of Pterodactyl. Was it Pterodactyl? Pterodactyl? What's the Dragonite? What's the dinosaur called? Is it Pterodactyl or Paradactyl? I know it's like Pterodactyl. But like one of them is silent. Anyway, I click Outrage here. I knock out this thing. After rocks, you can go ahead and go down, my friend. Everything, literally everything dies to this. Zapdos dies. Muck dies. I'm not going to risk, obviously, hitting myself in confusion, though. Depending on what they have in the end. They should sack their Muck here. I mean, if they sack Gengar, then my Kangaskhan wins. Or my Snorlax. And by that I mean that... Yeah, they sack Muck. Because by that I mean that if they get rid of Gengar, they have no chance of like Will-O-Wisping me or doing anything crazy like that. Go ahead and give me this Muck, and you may be giving me one more Pokemon. I got a 2-turn Outrage. A little bit worse for me, but that's okay. Would rather have a 3-turn, obviously. Because that means I get 3 for 1. Type of deal going on. Alakazam comes out. I go directly into my Snorlax. I go directly into Snorlax here. Because basically if Zam is not at +1, I can set up another agility and not care. I mean, I can set up another agility even if it is at +1. And all I gotta do here is Earthquake twice, because Earthquake 2 kills Alakazam, and it also hits Gengar if it wants to come in. Psychic would not 2-hit KO me. They do switch. Maybe they're going Gengar. They might go Zapdos. They do go Zapdos. Do I want to avoid a Toxic? I mean, that doesn't really matter. I'm just going to go for Facade here. I don't think it matters if I get Toxic. Like I said, I can Agility up on Gengar too. I would have Earthquaked on the Roost, but Facade is just a better play, especially when they're basically worn down by Toxic. And you know what I can do here? Because they seem to repeatedly be going for Roosts, and they're not going to get enough recovery to after rocks they can live Outrage, I'll go Sand Slash and just basically spam Earthquake. By spamming Earthquake, I don't allow in Zam, I don't allow in Gengar. Oh, as they switch, ooh, into Gengar? Okay, yeah, definitely Gengar. Plasma, Ectoplasma. What is that dinosaur called? It's a pterodactyl, right? It's a paradactyl. How is it pronounced? It's pterodactyl, isn't it? That's what Aerodactyl is based on, isn't it? Hold up. First thing I see is why isn't pterodactyl? I don't remember paradactyl. Let's see if they have Mega Drain. If they don't knock me out, and Earthquake knocks them out. As they don't. Nice. Like I said, Sandslash lived every hit if it wasn't Mega Drain. Knock him out with this, and I can safely go out into either Dragonite or Snorlax, both of which win me the game. I can also go out to Kangaskhan, but I kind of like the idea of just going out into my Snorlax and ending it with that. Because if they go Zapdos, I literally click Facade, and then I click Self-Destruct if they go Zam. If they go Zapdos, I just attack it. I mean, I click Self-Destruct no matter what, right? I don't even have to worry. But I could just click Facade on Zapdos too. Like, either way, I don't think I worry, no matter what they do. Let's say they're a random sub Zapdos, right? They're coming in at, what is it? 60%, I want to say, with Zapdos? Was it 60%? I might have forgotten. If they sub, they take that, they take Poison, they take Facade. Less than 60%, my gosh. Yeah, they can't beat me 1v1. I just click Facade here. Like, there's no, I don't have to bother predicting them to Roost and going for Earthquake. Because again, you do lose Flying type when you go for Roost. Yeah, they go for here. They buffed my Facade, and now all I gotta do is click Facade versus Alakazam, and I win the game. And Big Magneton worked it out, man. It toxic the Zapdos. It got up the screen, so I was able to deal with Zam as well. Look how little Thunderbolt did to my Magneton. Remember that, guys, how little that did to my Magneton. And then I forced out Zam, and I basically opened up the door for my Dragonite to sweep. Had my Dragonite gotten 3 turns, would have been even better, because obviously I would have picked up a KO. But yeah, Mag definitely gets a check here. Alakazam comes out. There is absolutely nothing you can do to knock me out. Not even a crit Psychic. And Facade just devours you. I mean, they could have like Sub, I guess, but that won't even win them the game. Yeah, they go for Psychic here. Snorlax is going to chew that up. Delicious. And knock him out with Facade, and that's going to be a good game. Nice full power Facade. Alright, so I do hope you guys all enjoyed. Definitely 2 solid games. Magneton put in some work in both of them. Very, very, very happy about that. Of course, if you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. You can check out the playlist down below. Feel free to keep suggesting other Pokemon that you want to see me use. Again, I do take into account what you guys are saying. And also keep in mind, I'm going through literally every fully evolved Pokemon. And then I'm also going to be, well, some of them, like, I don't know, some of them are not, I'm probably not going to feature. Like regular Pidgeot, you're only going to see it when I use Mega Pidgeot again or something like that. But I also want to do some fun stuff with some NFEs. So not fully evolved Pokemon. For example, Dragonair, Haunter, Kadabra. I think those all have some type of worth. Just because of their speed tier and how strong they are. Or in Dragonair's case, it's move pool. And also, I might do some fun Little Cup stuff versus friends too. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. You can check out the playlist down below. You can check out the guide to team building. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.